is Inggrid, Gavrila, Beru, Sembiring. The difference between phonetic and phonology. To quotes of Robbins, phonetics and phonology are both concerned with the same subject matter or aspect of language, speech sounds as the audible resource of articulation, but they are concerned with them from different points of view. Phonetics is general, descriptive, and classificatory, but phonology is particular and functional. Phonology has in fact been called functional phonetics.
Now I will tell you about major groups of phonology. So the first thing you should know that both of phonetic and phonology is from the word phone. What phone is? Phone here is like some gadget you use every single time, but this term phone is any objective speech sound and how it fits into structure of any given language. But that's not the basic units of language, and the most basic one that until recently most linguists have regarded is phoneme. The definition of phoneme is defined not all in the same way. For example, according to Bloomfield, phoneme is the minimal unit of distinctive sound feature. Phoneme is not actually a sound, yet it can be realized through one of its allophones. Because some of the linguists argue that in language, it is allophones, not phoneme, that exists. The second one is allophone. This type of group is usually get some of the speaker confused because some of them are think some sounds are the same and the other set is totally different. But besides the difference that they had from the other group of sound, they still have been similar to decide what criteria native speakers use to tell sounds apart. And according to Treasure and Smith, a linguist identifies these allophones in some way, like the sounds should be phonetically similar. The second is they should be in complementary distribution, and they should exhibit pattern congruity with other group of sound. There's only three part of the groups of language, but actually there's more of it, but my part is only three, and the rest of it will explain by my other friends. So
hello, my name is Yessi. I'm Diaphone. Sometimes a sound is used by a particular speaker or group of speaker of a language, but is substituted by another sound by sonic other speakers or group of speakers of the same language. For example, the sound of the diphthong u, as in the word loan, may be substituted by the vowel sounds or the sound of the consonants dark L as in little may be substituted the sound of clear I by some speaker. The bilabial possessive consonant sounds P and B may often be replaced by the aspirated sound P and B. Both the sound that is originally used by the speaker of a language as well as that which is used by other speakers of that language are said to constitute a diaphone. Daniel Jones has defined a diaphone in the following manner. The term diaphone is suggested to denote a sound used by one group of speakers together with other sounds which replace it consistently in the pronunciation of other speakers. Assimilation. Sounds are influenced by the phonetic environment in which they occur. Since speech is a continuum and not a stringing together of phonemes or sounds, what precedes and follows a sound has a direct bearing on it. Phonetic environment thus determines the phonetic quality of a sound, that is, different environments tend to produce different phonetic qualities. We identify the three types of assimilation as 1. Progressive, 2. Regressive, and 3. Reciprocal. 1. In progressive assimilation, the assimilated sound follows the conditioning sound. 2. A reverse mechanism operates in the regressive assimilation where the conditioning sound, one that assimilates, follows the condition or affected sound. 3. Reciprocal assimilation shows the two contiguous sounds affecting each other equally and producing a new sound. Truth assimilation operates as a great force in day-to-day speech situations where rapid space of conversation shows this in full operation. It shows level of mastery over language. Speakers of L2 or second language, on the other hand, tend to become conscious. To that degree, their pronunciation reflects a lower level of assimilation. Elision. The above discussion highlights assimilation as a process whereby certain sound features are either partially or totally lost. In the word ask, when pronounced singly, we can hear the final velar stop. But in its past tense, asked, there is a loss of the velar stop accompanied by a change of D to T. While change of D into T is due to assimilation, this disappearance of K is the result of elision. This process indicates loss of certain elements in rapid speech, which are present in isolated utterance or very conscious speech. In normal conversation, we hear such utterance as cause for because, probably for probably, costly for costly, pose for post. These are very common and one has only to keep one's eye open in order to see the mechanism. The unavoidable fusion of segments in such combinations as forced choices, group behavior, and bunch children points to not only assimilatory factors at work but the resultant elisions as well. In the first example, D is dropped. In the second, we do not hear T. And the third example shows D being elided.
Hello, my name is Hana Olivia Marpaung, and I'm going to explain to you about theory of phonological analysis. When you want to analyzing an utterance into segmental and suprasegmental features, that's what you call phonemic or phonological analysis, and it has several different theories of the analysis. The first one is structure and system. The first approach is in terms of structure and system, or the phonological units of a language are grouped together to form the various systems, and that unit of higher ranks consists of a sequence of one or more occurrences of the next lower rank, and usually considered as a hierarchical system. The second one is prosodic analysis. Prosodic analysis is another aspect of phonology and concerned of some features like aspiration, nasalization, etc. that extend beyond a phonematic unit in a structure.
Phonemics. Another approach to phonology is based on phonemics. According to the discovery of the phoneme, or the minimal distinctive sounds units of a language, is done by forming minimal pairs, by replacement of one phoneme by another, which can bring about a change of meaning. Some linguists restrict the use of the term phoneme to segments of human sounds only, and analyze what are called super-segmental or prosodic feathers separately. The most important of the super-segmental feathers are length or syllabus and feet, stress and pitch. Other linguists extend the use of the term phoneme to cover all distinctive sounds feathers including level of stress, level of pitch, and types of juncture. Distinctive feathers theory. In the phoneme theory, the phoneme segment is the smallest unit in phonology, but in the distinctive feathers theory, phonetic feathers is the smallest unit of phonology. Segment theory is linguistically inconvenient. There are no rules in any language which apply to all the sounds. There are a fixed number of the feathers or components which form a basic stockpile from which every language selects phonetic feathers and combine them in different ways. In distinctive feathers theory, as different from the notation transcription, the phonetic transcription is simplified and systematized by regarding each sound as a set of components exactly parallel to semantic component. In English, for example, the following phonetic feathers are distinct. First, state of glottis. Second, position of soft palate. Third, place of articulation. Fourth, manner of articulation. 5. Part of tongue raised. 6. Height of tongue. 7. Lip position. 8. Stressed or unstressed. 9. Reduced vowel or unreduced vowel. 10. Tonic or non-tonic. And the last as tone like low or high.
Hello, my name is Uswatun Rafi'a. Received pronunciation. Received pronunciation or RP represent the best action, but not attached to any dialect or city, and almost every village contains speaker of RP. RP carries a strong license about in and manifested and they nothing of RP. Pronunciation against a background of what to avoid according to particular geographical areas.